So let's move on to openings. We only have one this weekend.
Okay.
It's Pan. It's directed by Joe Wright. Stars Jack Human, Garrett Hedlund, Amanda Seyfried, Rooney Mara, and distributed by Warner Brothers. And it's about Peter Pan, or the prequel to Peter Pan, really.
Right. They put a lot of money into this film, and it looks,
Wait, a lot of money. A lot of money is 150 million. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that is, yeah. And even though it's rated PG, it looks kind of dark for the PG audience, don't you think?
It does. The thing is, I see a lot of like the color scheme, the actors. I think they're going for the Harry Potter look.
Yeah, and I mean it does have a wondrous, quality to it, and there's fantasy, but at the same time it looks a little bit too dark for the PG audience. So I'm not sure if that look and that tone works for their target audience.
Well, it is PG, so it's one step up from G. So maybe if they're going for lighter look, it'll be a G. Right? This is, I think as the lead is a teenage boy, right?
Okay, yeah.
So they are going for an older crowd.
Yeah, it looks like more of a PG-13 than a PG movie, right? But yeah, maybe, so it looks a little bit darker than I expected, but it does have that wondrous quality with all these fantasy elements, like these creatures, and I was expecting a lighter color palette.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of things takes place at night too. Even the poster, the ship sailing in the sky against the moon.
Because Peter Pan, you expect it to be a little bit brighter.
Right, but they're telling a story that's alternate to the main story. It's like how Peter Pan came to be Peter Pan. And you have child slave labor. Right? They took the kids, they kidnapped the kids from the earth to Never Land to work in the mines.
Right.
Then you have Indians, right?
Yeah.
Shades of the Europeans coming to the Americas to overtake the lands. So yeah, there are those.
Well, so what do you think?
Not a lot of children movie except Hotel Transylvania 2. Can I say 35 to 40?
At a budget of 150 million, it would have to do 50 to 60 to make back its budget domestically. So if it makes 35 to 40, I think they would be disappointed. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it can do 50 to 60 though.
That's the thing is I'm going by feel right now.
You're going 35 to 40.
Yeah, because
I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of with you because the tone and the look is kind of a little off to me.
Yeah, there's shades of like Harry Potter, there's John Carter, all sort of these things that I'm feeling from this movie, and it's not something that I would want to watch really.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you're gonna bring your kids between this and Hotel Transylvania, it seems like Hotel Transylvania is a better choice because this it's kind of dark, and these fantasy creatures are kind of not really family friendly. It seems a little bit darker, a little bit too scary, and yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of like,
well,
maybe 45 million, but even with 45 million, I think the studio would be disappointed. At a budget of 150 million, they probably want 50 to 60 million range.
Maybe it could do 50 60. Maybe we're just reading this completely wrong.
Yeah, could be, yeah. But the reviews aren't that great so far, though. Reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and the score is only 42%.
Well, here's the thing. Like Warner Brothers, they are going, I think, toward more the darker look and feel for their movies, and Pan is just another one of them.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the whole Dark Knight effect.
I think it is. This is like something that makes them stand out from the other studios and target more toward the older kids.
Like this whole darker, more gritty look works for Batman. But I think they're overdoing it. You can't, make everything dark and gritty. I mean, it works for Batman. For something like Superman is more of a bright color, clean, look. And I feel like they're overdoing this dark and gritty business.
Yeah, I'm saying the box office will correct them. If it's not working, then they'll know it's not working.
Okay, so yeah, both of us not super high hopes for Pan.
But it could overperform like The Martian. Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah, it could overperform. Yeah, I mean the thing with The Martian is it does have spectacular reviews, which this doesn't. But there have been movies that were not very well reviewed and still open views. So hey.
Right. So we'll come back next week and see how Pan will do.
We'll see if we're right or wrong. Although neither of us are quite feeling this movie.
No, it's not made for us. It's made for the adolescents, middle schoolers.
Yeah, even them, I feel like it's kind of has an odd feel. But we'll see next week.
Yeah, we could be surprised either way. All right, that's it for this week. Thanks for listening.
All right, we'll see you next week, and we'll see how Pan does.